I'm back. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. That's right. Totally unscripted. I don't know what's coming. My guests are here from all over. Hey, subscribe to the newsletter. That's what you've got to do. It's free. It's easy. Go to drloriv.com, the free tab, and then just put in your email. We'll send it to you. Tips, information, insights on when my classes are held, all different kinds of things. And of course, selling tips too. Also, a lot of you are saying, how do I get on Dr. Lori Live? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? The specials and shop page. Everything's on. A lot of the stuff is on that page that you're looking for. How to shop for us, to support us. The binge link, that's so important, so you don't have to go searching everywhere. And then, of course, the specials and shop information and how to get on Ask Dr. Lori Live. So go to the specials and shop page at drloriv.com. Okay, my guests are here. Let's see what they've got. I want to see some energy, some interest, some stuff. Let's see the stuff. That's what I like. Somebody moving happy. I like happy. That's what I like to see. All right. I like the colorful vase, all the different colors, and of course the window pane vase. I like that too. Oh my gosh. How do I choose? I'm taking the cup and the saucer. You're taking the cup and the saucer. Yes, I am. You know what?
That's okay.
Smile happy.
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi.
This is Judy in Virginia Beach. It's been a while since I've been on.
Judy, it's nice to see you. And I like to see that we have, some new faces. You got to give people a chance. You can't have the same person all the time. I do a lot for all of you. But I'm so happy to see you, Judy. I'm happy to see all of you. Thanks for being with me. Tell me about this, honey.
I bought this when I went to France. I bought 2 espresso cups.
2 little tiny Demitassi espresso cups. Now, Demitassi is a little different from espresso. And you bought them in France? Can you hold them up a little higher for? There you go. That's what we like to see. And hand-painted, beautiful porcelain.
Yes, and it says there it is,
right there. Limoges, France. The design is on it. Avignon, of course, the famous. That's the pattern, but the famous, of course, area of France. That particular place, porcelain. Very nice, very nice. And Limoges, of course, where the great clay comes from. All the good source for the clay. I like this. Would you buy 2?
I bought 2, and the designer, his name is H.T.H. Bonham.
That's right. Now tell me this. Did you buy them at a thrift store, a yard sale, a flea market type of thing?
Market. It was a European flea market.
The European flea markets are a great time, aren't they fun?
That's how I got my start.
That's right. And of course, for those of you who don't know, flea market actually comes from the French. The French actually started the idea of flea markets because all the stuff would come out of course, the dusty basements throughout much of France. And of course, what happened is they started to attract fleas, and that's how we got the term flea market. Is there a chip on the under edge? Is there a chip on the edge?
There is one chip on this plate. The other one there is not, but there is a small chip there.
So that will impact value, of course. So a couple of different things about it. It's a 20th century piece. It is hand painted. It is of high quality. That's what we're always trying to look for, high quality. So for the one that is not chipped, right? Good condition. The one that's in perfect condition, I want you to always look for quality. Then you're looking at, for the 2 of them, early 20th century Limoges by the designer Bonham, you're probably looking at that's a little high. $30 for the cup with the saucer.
Okay.
Based on actual sales records. For the one that's in good shape, the one that's in that has the chip, you're going to decrease value by about 20%.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'll keep them.
That's right. They're beautiful. You can enjoy them. They're great, of course, cabinet display pieces. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. I'll see you again soon.
Bye, sweetheart. Thanks for being with me. Yeah. So it's always good to see all of you. And again, when you're looking at things, China is so big, so hot. People are, oh my gosh, everybody's looking for China. I talked to a 20-something, a late 20-something today who had purchased a beautiful tea set of Royal Crown Derby China. She got it at an online auction. She did a great job. Great job. Thanks so much for supporting the channel any way you can. Of course, recommended products. I get compensation when you purchase one of those. That helps the channel. And of course, super chat, super stickers, or watching and sharing is also great too. So it looks like we've got a piece of jewelry. And if you've been on other times and you've had an opportunity to take a spot and get an appraisal here at Dr. Lori Live, I'm so happy that you did, but give other people a chance too. So if you know that you have been on recently, give other people a chance to get a spot backstage and possibly get on. So I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD antiques appraiser. My guests are from all over the world. I'm so lucky. So let's see what we've got here. I want to take a look at this bracelet. It looks like it's a cuff. It looks like it might be Native American, and it's got a nice piece. Looks like it might be Bisbee turquoise. Hi, Dr. Lori here. How you doing?
Hi, Dr. Lori. My name's Lauren. I'm from Atlanta.
Hi, Lauren. It's nice to see you. I taped a television show for many years in Atlanta, and I'll tell you, the second you folks from Atlanta start talking, I feel like, oh, I love Atlanta. So it's nice to see you. Tell me, Lauren, how'd you acquire this piece?
This was actually a partial payment for helping clear out a hoarder house.
Okay. You know, that's a big job. Those hoarder
It was
houses,
a very big job.
very big jobs. People don't realize it, and people don't realize how expensive it is to actually clean them out. So tell me a little bit about it. Is it marked, and can you get it closer to the camera? That's a girl. Nice.
And it is marked
take your time,
KW.
Okay, KW. And those
But
marks?
no sterling.
Okay, and it says sterling on it too?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay, it's a Thunderbird. Can you go a little more slowly for me? Stop there. So Thunderbird piece, really very nice. So probably not. Okay, let's turn it a little bit more. Navajo. Let's turn it some more. That's a girl. And we've got the coiled snake emblem too. All right, I like it. You're probably in the Southwest rather than in other parts of the United States in terms of maker. And then we can look up the maker and find that. Looks like it's Navajo. I would say it looks like it's Bisbee turquoise, which is the set stone, and it's big. Called Old Pawn Native American jewelry. And if you don't know what that is, I talk about it on my website at drloriv.com. Go in and just put in jewelry or Native American jewelry. It's a gorgeous bracelet. So in terms of value for it, old pawn piece like that, market value, you're probably looking anywhere between $400 and $600 for that bracelet. How did you do? Did you work harder than that? Probably.
Yes, ma'am. I did get a few more things, but you know, this is probably a majority of my payment.
So 400 to 600 in today's market. That's retail values based on actual sales records. I would have to do a little bit more research for you to give you exactly the name of that maker, but I could find that maker for you.
Oh, okay. Because I spent a couple of hours looking for the maker, and apparently the only things that were found by them were before the sterling mark started being put on pieces. So it's kind of, you know.
That's not right information. That information doesn't sound right to me at all. So I'll get you the right information. Remember, the sterling standard dates all the way back to the 1750s. So, you know, that piece is way younger than the 1750s. So we know that piece dates to the middle part of the 20th century. So that information that you've got on the internet somewhere, I don't think is accurate. But I'll make sure that you get the right information, because the information is important and it's part of the appraisal. It's not only about value, it's about correct identification. Hey, nice to see you, sweetheart. Lauren from Atlanta.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Yeah, very beautiful, nice piece. And that piece, of course, has that old pawn style. It's a good piece. That's a good piece. I'm sure she worked hard, but $400, $600 for a bracelet like that is very good. Very good. All right, got some cool jewelry to start it off. Let's see what else we've got. Got a piece of ceramic. You know, I like the bottle shape of this particular piece, and I love this clear, beautiful picture outside. I like to see outside. All right, and then we've got the information, of course, there. That's not a great connection with the creamer and the sugar, so she might want to make sure that she has other devices off if she's using Wi-Fi in her home. My guests are here from all over, and thank you for watching too. If you have a question, put it in the comments. I'll answer it right now. Someone on a video call today, and if you haven't had a video call and you want to do it one-on-one, just talk to me. You can do that. Video calls are easy to book too. The person on the video call today said to me, well, Dr. Lori, I don't know where to ask you a question. And you don't know where to ask me a question. You could ask a question of me right here live. So you got a question, type it in, get your fingers to it. Did you know I type 90 words a minute? 90 words a minute. These little fingers, they put me through graduate school. Bing, ding, ding, ding. I had a temp job typing. Got you through school. It was good. Anyway, I was talking about what you've got. Oh, we've got a piece that is a little Staffordshire style piece. We've got what looks to be a stopwatch of some sort. Might be stopwatch, might be something different. And then we've got a necklace too. Well, let's see. I just talked about, let's talk about this Staffordshire dog, the Chen, if you will.
Hey,
Hi, Dr. Lori here. How you doing?
good. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
Linda.
Hi, Linda. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York. So what's happening in Rochester? Can you back up a little bit? Do you have the mate or do you just have one?
I have both.
You have both. Okay. And he looks the other way. One looks this way. One looks that way, right? Okay. So any mark on the bottom?
No, there's nothing on the bottom.
Okay. There's a lot on the bottom, but there's no mark. So let's say this. So first of all, what you see is you see this nice elongated curved cornered, right? Rectangle. So the corners actually are curved, right? That rectangle in the middle, and then there's glaze on that rectangle. So that's another thing. But the area around it, like the frame around it, is unglazed. That's pretty typical of pieces that are made in Stoke-on-Trent and other areas that are known as Staffordshire.
Okay.
Now, the Brits might call it Staffordshire, right? But that's basically what you're looking at. It's a small piece, and that particular piece also has its base. Sometimes there's no base, right? But yours has a distinctive base. It also, of course, is hand painted. Sometimes they're brown, sometimes they're black. In your case, this one is, of course, crimson in what to look for. Size, is it 5 inches tall, 6 inches tall?
I'd say about 6.
You'd say 6 inches tall. Okay. You know, bigger ones, and sometimes they stand a different way. So what typically is happening on certain ones, and you can tell date by this, the taller, leaner ones where basically the tail is closer to the front legs of the dog as they're seated is usually a little bit older. So yours is a newer piece. Newer, what I mean by that is 20th century versus 19th century. Make sense?
Okay.
How did you acquire them?
Believe it or not, the Goodwill, and they were filthy.
I totally believe it, and I believe they're filthy too. A lot of people put them on the hearth, and of course, that's a dirty part of the house because, of course, you got all the ash and the soot and stuff.
Right.
So they were filthy. How did you clean them?
With soap and water.
Okay, you put soap and water on them for the glaze. That's, you got to be careful when you do things like that with respect to the glaze, right? So, couple of different things. They are a match. There's no damage to them.
There seems to be this little hairline. I just saw it. Can you see it?
A hairline, little hairline crack. Yeah, that's a hairline crack. That's kind of a big hairline crack. Okay. Is that true of the other one too? Right in front of your camera. Find your camera and put it in front of it.
Let me put it. Okay, that's the old one.
That's the old one. We saw that in front of the camera. There you go.
No, he seems to be okay.
Can I see two faces together? Can I see both their faces together? Why? Because we want to see if the same artisan actually painted the faces. Back up. There we go. Yeah, okay. Here are some of the other elements with these. There's a lot that goes on with these particular pieces. First of all, the faces have to look the same. So that's another aspect of it. Where are you going, Linda? What's happening? You're off camera. Stay over here. Come over this way.
Okay.
And where's the second one?
Right here. I got it.
Stop. Don't move now. Just stay there for me. So basically you're looking at, of course, how many whiskers, what kind of course, area in the middle of the face. Are the eyes the same shape? They're usually almond shaped eyes. Look, of course, at the collar. Notice that the collars are different. One collar looks like a U, like a horseshoe. The other one actually looks like a ring and it connects. So these are actually molded a little differently and designed a little differently. So while they're close, not a perfect pair, this impacts value. Oh gosh, Dr. Lori, I wouldn't have even noticed that. And if Linda would stop moving, you could all see it. Value on your pieces. Value on the Staffordshire pieces, about $100 a piece, even with that hairline crack, about $200 for the match, for the set. Now tell me, in terms of time period, they're a little bit more contemporary than we would hope. They're not 1800s. How much did you pay?
$3 each.
Oh my God. Fantastic. There you go. That's a real bargain, as I say.
Okay, so $200 for the pair?
$200 for the pair. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Well, it was a little bit of, heavy lifting to get that information out, but we did it. We did it. So that's nice. And I want you to look at those specific things so you understand it. Yeah, Jennifer and of course her cool husband, Mike, a video call today. It was fun to see and talk with them and talk about questions. You got questions? write them, type them in. Let's hear it. But it's good to see you. And I want you to know these nuances. I'm trying to educate you with these nuances, this information that I can share with you because from years and years and the expertise of doing this as an appraiser, as a museum director and curator, of course, with a PhD. I want you to get this because when you know these little things, you're going to go, okay, that's worth less because of this thing. I can list this way because of that thing. These nuances, these little tiny bits of information are really important, really important. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let's see what else you've got. And in those comments, I want to know where you're calling from, where you're watching from. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get this connection there. Yeah. That connection of that nice window pane. I want to go to the window pane, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid to go to the window pane. All right, let's take the tree. Let's take the Asian bottle vase with the tree behind it. I'm going for nature.
Yay.
Yay. Hi, it's Dr. Lori. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great. What's your name?
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Where are you?
I'm in Dallas.
Nice to see you. What have you got there?
I have an Asian style vase. I have 2 of them. There's no chips, no cracks. I have no idea what they're worth.
How tall are they? How tall are they?
They are about 11 inches.
What made you buy it?
They were given to me as a gift about 10 years ago.
Traditional. So a lot of people will say, what do you mean traditional? These are the typical Asian style, palace style vases, right? So you're going to see them everywhere and you can see them mass produced in large numbers too, right? Show me the mark on the bottom, if any. Yeah. Okay. So here's what you've got. You've got a characteristic piece. What I like about it is I like the figural element and I like, of course, the landscape. And then you've got of course, in the back, you've got all of the characters that we typically look for. This is a pretty typical piece. 11 inches is not a standard size. Typically, they're going to be between, yeah, I know, I'm getting there. But thank you for pointing it out. So standard size, I like to see 12. I like to see 15. I like to see them a little bit bigger. And the fact that the blue cobalt glaze doesn't go all the way down inside also indicates that these are reproduced from an earlier style. So they're nice. I mean, for a gift, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's a nice gift. But I would say value on them for the pair. There's only that one glaze skip that we saw on the side. That the other one looks better.
Correct.
Like perfect white. Okay. Then I would say 150 for the pair, right? Taking that into consideration if they're 11 inches tall. Now, are you going to re-gift them? Are you going to hang on to them?
I'm a reseller, so I'm probably going to sell them.
Okay.
Just double checking 11 inches. Yes.
11 inches. Yeah. So they're nice, but again, they're very traditional. Blue and white cells, right? People like ceramics as well. Nice to see you, Amanda.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Good to see you from Dallas. Yeah, look nice and sunny there in Dallas. My guests are here from all over. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Nobody else does this. Let me tell you. Nobody else tells you what to look for, shares the information. Other people are doing this stuff about thrifting. They're competing with you. They're going and getting the stuff that you want to get so you can flip. I want to teach you so you can succeed. And a lot of you are telling me how you're succeeding. I'm very happy to hear all of that. A lot of you are telling me, hey, Dr. Lori, I'm succeeding. I'm starting a new business. I was able to do this. I know what to look for. I'm not wasting money. It's great. It's great. Let's see what we've got. Well, I need some more smiles because all of you look like, oh gosh, I'm so exhausted.
No way.
Here. I mean,
All good.
I would like to take the cups and, well, I just did ceramics. Let's take the necklace that's on sort of a stand. It looks like it has a pendant, right? And don't go frowning when I don't pick you. That's not very nice. We learned in kindergarten that you have to be happy for other people. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How you doing?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I'm Jess from Victoria, BC, Canada.
Hi, Jess. What's happening? I like this, but I'd like to see it not on an angle. Can you do that for me?
You want it straight up and down?
That's a girl. Thank you.
There's the center.
That's very good. I like that. Tell me about this.
Well, I got it out of a jar of broken jewelry from the thrift.
Okay.
And it looks like it has hand-cut paste stones in it. Some of them don't look like they're the original. They have like the bigger center and they're way blingier than the rest of them.
So
and it's
some of them have newer and some of them have replaced. Some of them older and some of them have replacement paste. Is that right?
Well, it looks like it to me from my eyeball. There's a couple of them in there that are a little bit shinier. Like they don't just have too much
I'll
bling
ask you to
compared to the
get
other ones.
it a little closer to the camera for me.
Okay.
So the ones that actually seem to sparkle a little more, I don't know if sparkle is the right term, don't seem to be, that's right, don't seem to be as old as the
No.
others.
They look like more like what I see on regular costume jewelry, whereas
I would agree with you.
yeah.
agree.
And I had it. I believe that the pendant is gold filled or over silver, gold over silver. But I did take it to a jewelry store because I don't have any of your fancy tools yet. And these guys came back as between 14 and 9 karat gold. So I don't know. I don't know what it is or what era it comes from. And it doesn't look like any of the other costume jewelry that I've been playing with for the last few months, thanks to you.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're playing with costume jewelry because there are great margins on it, right? Buy it low, sell it high.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
And I'm glad it's fun. It's a 1920s era piece. I think the pendant is later. I think the pendant is probably the 40s, 1940s.
Yeah.
And I would say that the fact that they come in 9 karat gold, you're looking at a piece that, of course, comes from, well, is a British origin, typically.
Yeah.
You can find it also in Canada. That makes sense. I would say value on the piece in today's market, about $375 to $400.
Okay.
And what did you pay and how did you acquire it?
It was in a jar of broken costume jewelry for $30, and it's already paid for itself, the jar.
And your piece is not, of course, broken. The other pieces that were in this jar have been broken.
It's missing the tongue off the box clasp. So
okay. We can get a new clasp. That's the least of the worries, really. The problem would be if you had something within the chain, then you got to redo the whole deal.
Well, what caught my eye was that it had been repaired, and I could see the repairs. I can flip it over if you want to see those. It's got like a couple of very old looking repairs on it, and then a newer one that's not very good. And I was wondering really if it was worth taking in to have it redone to make it
probably
usable and wearable, or if I should just
probably worth it because it has reached the almighty, it has reached the date that we all look for, which is antique, 100 years old. It's the 1920s. So yes, I think maybe it would benefit you to do that if you're going to keep it.
Yeah.
If you're going to resell it, then I say let the next guy decide what do they want to do with respect to repair. Show the repair, be honest about the repair, show photos of the repair or where you think you might have to repair it, where they might have to repair it, and then let them decide. That's kind of the way I always approach that if you're going to resell it. If you're keeping it for yourself, you're saying it's part of my jewelry collection, then it's a nice 1920s era piece right out of the end of the Edwardian period. That's a nice piece. I would say about $375. So thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I like that piece, a rare piece that a lot of you, of course, will say, gosh, I haven't seen a piece like that from, of course, that time period. So that's great. That's great. I'm always happy to give my opinions. They're usually, whether they're second or first or third or whatever opinion you want. Video calls are a great way to get my, of course, consultation time and to get your objects appraised. So you can say, hey, you know what? I'm going to stop all of the nonsense. I'm going to stop wasting the time and find out from the pro. I have a picture with a lid from Czechoslovakia with no markings. Okay, how do you know it's from Czechoslovakia? Your mom got it and told you it was from. Where do I find info on these things with no markings? Okay, well, a couple of things about no markings. You're all looking for a mark. I want you to start to learn. This is why I always teach you what to look for, what to look for, what to look for. I want you to be able to identify these pieces by their look, because a lot of times, especially with pieces like, Czechoslovakian pieces, crystal and such, there sometimes was a long gone, now it's long gone, that adhesive sticker, or there might have been something, or there wasn't a mark. I don't want you only to rely on the marks, right? Because a lot of times they can be actually forged. I was talking last time about Tiffany, and I was talking about how they would actually make a fake inscription for Tiffany, trying to make something that isn't Tiffany, say it's Tiffany. So I don't want you to only go by that. I want you to look at the shape. I want you to look at the materials. I want you to look at the style and identify the quality. So I'll help you do that. So I won't tell you because I need to make a living. It's my job. I tell you everything. Get somebody who's going to tell you more than I've told you. So you need to get on live for free or schedule a video call, etc. Well, for free, what happens? So I need to make a living, so I'm not going to tell you, yet I offer you twice a week and all these free opportunities to get an appraisal. So I think you might be a little confused there. I'll give you that. Maybe you're confused. And then all other options for you to submit pictures that I will review as well. So I don't know how much more free I'm going to give you. You can send a picture for $39. She will appraise it, give you a value. If it's not worth $39, she won't charge you. Okay, that's incorrect information too. So we're not reading is what this is. You can send a picture. $39 is not what I charge. You can send a picture and I will review it. If your piece is not worth the cost of the appraisal, I will tell you that. Okay, I think maybe a little reading on the website might go a long way. And if you have a question, you don't understand something, I'm happy to, of course, field those as well. But I'm glad that you're asking the questions here because I want to field them right here so you're not confused. But you're getting certain things, you're getting like two different things confused, it looks like. So, and yes, I do want to tell you, I do want you to understand, I want you to succeed. So those of you who are coming on and saying, I'm 126% up in sales because of you, Dr. Lori. I had a person today who said, I made $15,000 because of you, Dr. Lori. These people are real people, so obviously I'm trying to help you and a lot of it is free. You got it. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got a piece that is a piece of glass with some gold. And then we've got a piece in a frame that has a lot of glare on it. And then we've got a multi-strand jewelry necklace there. I'm going to go with the multi-strand jewelry necklace.
How do I get the glare off?
But I'm going to tell you, hi, how are you?
Good, very good.
I would like to see a beautiful smile because I know you have one because we've done a video call before. There it is. There's the beautiful smile.
Okay.
You're sitting there like, oh, goodness, like, oh, no. So I'm happy to see you. Now, because you've been picked, the Dr. Lori dance. Yeah, It's nice to see you. Remind me of your first name.
Gail.
Hi, Gail. Tell me what you have, sweetheart. It's sparkling and I like it.
Yeah, it's, I believe, crystal. It says made in Austria on the back.
And is it 3 strands or 2 strands?
It's 2 strands.
Okay, my mistake.
Like
I thought it was 3.
Same
Okay.
lengths.
Yep. It's about 24 inches, 30 inches?
Yeah, 23 from end to end.
23 from end to end, because when you open it up, you want to
Right.
measure from end to end. That's right.
Right.
I like the clasp, and I like that it says made in Austria. They are indeed very nice faceted black crystals. They're going to sparkle. So you put
Right.
those with a black dress, it's going to look great. You put those with something nice, maybe a white blouse, it's going to look great. Those are
Yeah.
really nice. How did you acquire them?
Estate sale.
Estate sale. Nice.
Yes.
I like that a lot. I know. I like the Dr. Lori dance. I'll dance some more for you. I would say value. I'm not the person who dances at weddings. I never get up and dance at a wedding. I don't care who's my escort that night. I never dance. They're like, do you want to dance? I don't want to dance. But, well, maybe a little bit, maybe some fast numbers, but not usually a dancer at weddings. Anyway, back to you. That particular piece right there is where I want you to keep it. Come over. There it is, right there. Yeah, that's a very nice piece. I like it for the estate sale. What'd you pay for it?
Just a couple of dollars. Because I got
$2.
it like with some other ones, so.
Austrian crystals are going to, in fact, sparkle the way they are. You'll notice that there are the dark areas and the sparkled areas, the dark areas and the sheen. And I also like when they're faceted. I love the clasp because the clasp is classic. So the clasp is round, circular. It works well, correct? A box clasp comes right out. I like it. Time period, 1960s, and I would say value on it, $125 to $150 all day, every day. For your couple bucks, you're going to make 150 times what you paid.
Thank you.
That's going to make you smile, right, Gail?
Yes.
Nice to see you, honey.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Values are always based on actual sales records where similar pieces have sold, right? They have to sell. They're not just sitting there in a list price. No, I saw it selling for this. It's not selling, it's sitting until somebody pays the bill. That's the appraised value. And who's the appraiser for you? I'm Dr. Lori. Do the Dr. Lori dance. I'll see you next time.